Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please, Shelley.
Randy?
Here.
Cindy? Here. Dave?
Here.
Dennis?
Present.
Frank? Nancy? Here. Sue? Here.
Okay, I guess I'll give a little background here, if it's okay with you.
Sure.
Maybe. The township received a letter dated February 10, 2015 from James Robert Redford, legal counsel for the governor, indicating that the governor declines to remove the township supervisor for habitual drunkenness because it is established that the township supervisor is guilty of habitual drunkenness, then the office is vacant and proceedings by the governor to remove the township supervisor are unnecessary. Therefore, the special meeting was called to take the actions provided by law for the township board to address the issue of the allegation of habitual drunkenness by the township supervisor. So, Mr. Supervisor, since the question before the board is the allegation of your habitual drunkenness, I'd like to confirm that you will abstain from the vote.
Yes, I will.
I'd like to make a motion that the board accept the supervisor's abstention from voting on this matter.
Support.
All those in favor? Do a roll call?
Yeah.
Cindy?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Dennis?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Randy? I guess we'll vote on Randy?
Yes.
Motion carried.
I would like to make a note that I've asked, Bob Sorkler to be here on my behalf and be able to speak on my behalf if he feels necessary.
Perfectly fine. So, you've all had the packets that were handed to each of you personally on this special meeting with all the documentation, the letters that we've received from the governor's office. I guess at this point, I don't know if any board members have any parts of that you want to discuss. Yeah, questions? Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I just got the agenda.
Okay.
Sorry. I apologize.
Public comment, please state your name and address and keep it to 3 minutes if you would.
Well, I'm Bob Swartwood, the attorney in downtown Clio, 164 West Vienna Street. And I'm here in an official capacity today to represent the supervisor. I would like to make a presentation, but right now I'm just not sure the strategy of which way the board is going. This is public comment time, so probably not the best time for me to talk about that issue. But could you just share with me what your plan is? Are you going to, what is the plan?
Well, there are two options left for the board to decide on. Since the governor has declined to take any action, the board can decide to just drop this matter totally, or they can decide to do a special hearing.
Is the board represented today by an attorney?
No.
Okay. All right, I think I'll just reserve comment and see how it goes.
Any other public comment? New business. Review and discuss full correspondence from the legal counsel, which you've already started to do. If you're done with that, then we'll move on to further actions provided by law.
I don't know, does anybody have any questions?
You're right, that's reviewed. So, ask the board, I guess, if any of them got comments or questions or
from not only the township attorney, but also the investigative attorney, that if the governor, which we all know, the governor has declined removal, the board has two options. One is to drop this entire matter and move forward, or we can vote on having a special hearing. So in order to decide, I guess what I'd like to do is ask if anybody has any questions about either one of those actions. Because we need to make a motion on both of those to see which way we're going to go. If there's no discussion, I'd like to make a motion that Vienna Township drop the charges or the allegations of habitual drunkenness to remove Township Supervisor Randy Taylor.
I'll second it.
Shelley, we'll probably want roll calls.
Dave,
Yes.
Dennis,
This is to drop. Just so, yeah,
Oh,
reread,
I'm sorry.
and I'm confused because there's two different motions. We have to decide.
Okay.
we
I
need
guess
to
reread
stop.
the motion as to what's in order.
Moved by Brian, seconded by Fuller.
No, we have
To drop the charges
Okay.
of habitual drunkenness
Gotcha.
of the township supervisor.
Okay.
Are there any discussion before we do the roll call?
that. So everybody, I mean, 'cause this is
Okay.
a serious
My-
matter. We just
Yep.
want to make sure
Yep.
that everybody understands where
Yep.
we're at, so.
My mistake. I vote no.
Dave. I'm just going to start the roll call over. Dave.
No.
Dennis.
No.
Frank. Sue.
No.
Nancy.
No.
Cindy.
No.
Motion denied.
Okay. And I'd like to make a motion that the Vienna Township Board proceed with a special hearing on the allegations of habitual drunkenness of Township Supervisor Randy Taylor.
Support.
Any discussion? I'll do a roll call. Dennis.
Yes.
Frank.
Yes.
Sue.
Yes.
Nancy.
Yes.
Cindy.
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay. Because this is a very serious and daunting task before the board, and upon receiving the letter from the legal counsel to the governor's office, I conferred with the attorneys to discuss what the board would need to do, because we all want this to be as fair, absolutely fair as possible, if the vote was to go this way. So there are a number of motions that I have written down and each of the board members has received that is felt that it will truly make it as absolutely fair as possible. Moving forward with the special hearing. So with that, if the board doesn't object, I can go through each of these motions, unless any of you would like to do any of them, and have discussion after each one if you'd like. The first motion would be, I'd like to make a motion that the township clerk conduct this meeting in the place of the township supervisor, which we've basically done up to this point. Okay, the first motion for this special hearing is to make a motion that since Attorney Leo Carey has already conducted the investigation, that Attorney Leo Carey be appointed to act as the officer in charge on behalf of the township, and that he be directed to prepare charges against the township supervisor for habitual drunkenness, including the basis for the charges, and file them with the township's clerk's office by March 5th, 2015, and that the township clerk serve the charges upon the township supervisor.
I'll second that motion.
Call, Shelley, please.
Any discussion? Frank? Sue?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Cindy?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Dennis?
Yes.
Motion carried.
I'll make a motion that the supervisor file with the township clerk his answer to the charges within 21 calendar days after the date he is served with the charges.
So moved.
Any discussion? Roll call, please, Shelley.
Sue?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Cindy?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Dennis?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Motion carried.
I'd like to make a motion that the township board schedule a special meeting on April 10th, 2015 at 8:30 a.m. for the purpose of conducting a hearing on the issue of the allegations of the habitual drunkenness of the township supervisor.
Support.
Any discussion?
Yeah, just to make note, that is a Friday morning,
Yes, it is.
and the reason being because of,
It will not disrupt township business. The township is closed on Fridays, so it will not disrupt any of the business that we take care of every week. Any other discussion? Roll call, please, Shelley.
Nancy?
Yes.
Cindy?
Yes.
Dave?
yes.
Dennis?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, I'd like to make a motion that the township board appoint Attorney Peter Dorr to represent the interest of the township at the hearing on the issue of the allegations of the habitual drunkenness of the township supervisor.
Support.
Any discussion? Roll call, please, Shelley.
Cindy?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Dennis?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Nancy?
No.
Motion carried.
I'd like to make a motion that the township board appoint retired district court judge Larry Steckel to preside over the hearing to assure that both the township and the township supervisor have a full and fair hearing on the issue raised by the allegation of the habitual drunkenness of the township supervisor.
So moved.
Any discussion? Roll call, please, Shelley.
Dave?
Yes.
Dennis?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Cindy?
Yes.
Motion carried.
I'd like to make a motion that the township board request that the sheriff direct that a deputy be present during the hearing to act as the sergeant at arms.
So moved.
Any discussion? Roll call, please, Shelley.
Dennis?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Cindy?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Motion carries.
And I'd like to make a motion that the township board retain Ripka and Borowski to act as court reporter for the hearing.
Support.
Any discussion?
This is over and above the video. Correct?
Yes.
This is actually a
Yes,
stenographer reporting.
this will be a word-for-word document that will be created. Any other discussion? Roll call, please, Shelley.
Frank?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Cindy?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Dennis?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And unless the board can think of anything else
our next regular meeting is March 2nd at 5:30. Thank you for all being here.